Hi, my name's Stephanie Ampofo, and this is my session on Hunu KANE music. In my element of freedom, my heart seeks, my passion speaks, this is my love, I feel free. You see the words expressed, they flow peacefully. No limits, no locks, no boundaries. Believe, I hold, I mold the wisdom inside that leaks to reach, to teach. Yes, patience symbolizes the powerful key that holds me to be. My destiny will grow and I will flow. I take the chance to enhance the real me, the poetic poet, guided by the Most High. Life is like a poem. We express day to day. Get caught up in situations where we seem to have no hope. We feel like we can't cope. Is this life? Look in the mirror, symbolizing the power, self-knowledge. Get a grip, don't let your soul rip. Yet, negative thoughts riding through your mind, making you feel blind. You can't see the positive kind. Bear in mind, positivity strikes. Faith, take control within, let yourself win, embrace, don't conform sins. Life is like a poem. You can't see what's coming. Blessings, determination, stand strong through your darkness nights. Create the perfect sight that will guide you day and night. Be the light and shine bright. Ignite, take hold of your future, fulfill your dreams, achieve your goals. Be the person you've always wanted to be. Life is like a poem. Begin to achieve. My poetry journey started when I was about 16 years old. I never really enjoyed expressing to people, so I always turned to my diary. My diary was my best friend. I would write day and night, and it got to a point where I realized that I need to take my words to the stage. I found myself in my bedroom pretending I was performing in the mirror, and my mum would be next door saying, "Stephanie, why are you always pretending you're on stage? But when you leave the house, you're quiet like a mouse, and nobody knows the gift inside of you." And a light switched on. That was the moment that I realized that I can't keep it to myself. And I took a brave step and I signed up for an open mic night, and that was it. That's when my poetry journey began. From there, it led on to performing at motivational talks and events. And it gave me the confidence and made me realize that this is my passion, this is what I love doing. And since then, poetry's just been my life. My style of poetry stems from my real life experiences, challenges that I go through, which allows me to just write, to build my strength. When I'm feeling down, I'm able to pour out, to be able to get back up again. And that's where my style of poetry comes from. And most importantly, it just comes from encouraging. I love to encourage, and sometimes when I'm able to write, I'm able to just really express the deep things that's going on inside of me. So most of my poems are really motivational, and to just really embrace everything about myself, self-identity, embracing change. And that's where I'm able to just really pour out. When it comes to performing, one of my biggest performances that I did was performing in front of a big crowd, over 400 people, and this was for a film premiere. When the day came, that's when the nerves started kicking in. But one thing that kept me going was just thinking about the outcome, thinking about delivering that poem just the way I was preparing, thinking of the nights that I was in my room practicing. So I was just able to really just zone out of the nerves and really just focus on the poem, the piece, delivering it. And it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. and just the love and the energy in the room. As much as I was feeling nervous, I was able to deliver the poem. Stage fright, it comes and goes. I don't always have it. I don't always get stage fright. I think here being in Ghana, I think poetry is now being embraced. Spoken word, the art, people are now understanding it. Whereas before, I think it wasn't really something that people would take seriously. They wouldn't really think poetry or spoken word is something big. Whereas obviously in the UK, it's big. People really appreciate art when people are able to write poems from their heart. So here, I think it's a progress, and it's really now popping, and people are really embracing it. In my element of freedom, my heart seeks, my passion speaks, this is my love, I feel free. As I'm breaking that down, I'm speaking what is coming out. I'm in my element and I'm in my freedom when I'm writing, and my passion speaks. It's not me, it's my passion. And that's what I want to pour out, and that's what I want people to see. That when you truly love something, when you're truly passionate about something, it oozes out of you. And that's the words inside of me, that's the challenges inside of me that I'm bringing out in order for me to grow, in order for me to develop. I have to let it out, because some others can also be going through the same thing that I'm going through, and I'm sharing it, and I'm able to also grow and develop. The role that I can play in Ghana to contribute to the art industry is to continue being myself, is continue to believe in my passion, to believe in my words. There are some days I wake up and I feel like, is this going anywhere? Is anybody even recognizing me? But then I realize, I speak to myself. I have to really speak life back to myself and say, Stephanie, do you remember when you was in your room pretending you were performing and you had that opportunity, you took it to the stage and you felt the love, you felt the positivity, and that's what keeps me going. And every time I have that moment of darkness, that moment of giving up, I remember why I started, and for that I will continue to always write and spread the love in art through poetry. You can find me on all social media platforms. That's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Type Stephanie Ampofo and you can find me there and stay up to date with all my poems and my performances. Don't forget to subscribe to Hunu KANE Music to see my session.